Well, guys, this is a Papaiz lock from Andre, down all the way down in Brazil. He says this is considered to be higher security, and he paid $28. I don't know if you can quite make that out there, but these cost $28 US. It's a very nice, very heavy, solid brass lock. It's at 16 pins. It says solid brass, Papaiz, and then CRT 50 millimeter. If you don't speak Portuguese, it's right here on the other side. 16 pin tumbler, solid brass, Papaiz. And then the way they say Brazil in Portuguese is CRT 50, just so you know, in case that ever comes up in conversation. Anyway, it has a weird looking keyway. We call this the Cross keyway or the Zeiss keyway. And when you take a look at the pins, these only go in one way. You notice it has a little dimple, so that would be marking up, so you can easily find it with your finger in the dark. All of the edges, this is like having four 4-pin locks in one, and all of them are keyed or pinned differently, so it does have to go in a very specific way. So the way you notice is, again, you can feel a notch with your finger, you orient it, the little bump, slide it in, and works. So let's take a look at a couple things. First of all, you have 16 pins. You're going to be there a while if you decide to pick this thing. It's not bypassable going in from this direction. There's just not enough room to work. Believe me, I tried. There's just not. But what is interesting is if you look inside of here, the locking pawls are spring-loaded. Now, it's a very strong spring, so we're not going to be able to put the hammer to it. That it just will not be able to overcome the spring tension. There's two of them, by the way. You notice we have a locking pawl on this side, and there's also one on this side which you can't quite see. But when it's locked, you'll notice there's just the smallest of gaps. So I guess what I'm trying to say is when you see some kind of weirdness in the field, before you allow yourself to become intimidated by it, take a look at other ways in. And the way to get in this one, I believe, is going to be shimming, because looks to be a pretty good gap there. Let's go ahead and get some shims over here. It's probably going to be a deep one. I got two. There's another one. Find one that's not bent up so bad. Let's try to shim this guy. Let me go and point the camera down just a little bit. Maybe even zoom in so it gives you guys a little bit better look. All right, so I don't know. I can't remember which side is which, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to try to shim it, and a lot of times if they have a security ledge on the locking pawl, you can't get in from the front, but don't be discouraged. What you do is you slide it around the back, and then see if you can roll it around and push that locking pawl out of the way. And there we go. We got one side. We're halfway in. Let's see if they're lying to us. No, they're not. All right, now, I don't know if we're going to be able to get in there or not, but we're going to try it. Let's see what we got here. I think I got another big one. There we go. Let's try that one. He might reach. Again, we're going to slide it in from the back, and we're going to roll him around. And if he doesn't roll one way, maybe we can get him to roll the other way. Okay, let's try the other way. There we go. I feel it giving, and I believe we have that lock shimmed. All right, so that's high security in Brazil, the Papaiz 50 millimeter. Again, don't be intimidated by the weirdness that you run into. Look at all the ways in. If you didn't know that that was a strong spring, you might even try giving it a beat down with a hammer. I just didn't want to scar up the lock. It's brand new after all. Anyway, Andre, thank you for sending the lock and many others. I got a whole pile of stuff from Brazil. We're going to get to all of it. Thanks, guys. Stay safe. Stay legal. All right, guys, just for fun, I got this thing clamped up. I go ahead and open it and show you it still works. No modifications to the lock. Matter of fact, I'll take it out and show you. I haven't done anything to it. I just want to see if we can rake it. I've raked these before. The quality of this lock seems to be a little bit better than some of the others, but I think we might still be able to do it. I'm going to use just a regular Sparrows Bogota, and I'm going to use this normal top of the keyway. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start here. You can start anywhere, but I'm going to start here, and then there is spring tension on this core, so you have to overcome that. Then I'm just going to rake three sides, and then when I feel a little wheel on the core, hopefully, then I'll move the tension wrench to another position and start there. It's just like raking like 4 master locks. Okay, I don't know what order these pins pick in. So what I'm going to do, I'm ready to move it. I did feel a little give. I'm going to take my pick and turn it like a key to hold the tension. And I'm just going to move my tension wrench here so I can reach that top slot. A little hard to do with the tension wrench in place. And then just keep moving from side to side. Alright, I'm going to again move my tension wrench back to the top and get that left one some more, because I'm thinking we didn't get all of them. Felt a little give on the core there. A little bit of turning. I felt a little more give. If you feel your tensioner falling out, again, just stick your pick in there, turn it a little bit, and reposition it. I just felt it give in there. There we go. We're close. You turned a little bit more. We are very close. Of course, it'll probably take another 30 minutes, and we're going to break another pick or two, but we're going to get in this thing. All right, again, I'm going to move my pick, or my tensioner, and try the top again. And that was the one we're waiting for. All right, that's how you do it, guys. There's not a lot to these Papaiz. There's two ways in, and you can also SPP this thing the same way. It just takes a lot longer. Thanks, guys.